Hey you, my name is Yubi and welcome to Tarot My Becoming. I'm your astro-friendly Latina therapist and this is a mid-monthly message for Cancer. We're in the middle of November. These are general readings, so if something makes sense for you, great. It could be the entire message, it could be a part of the message. It's possible that maybe nothing resonates with you, so don't make it fit. I am using the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. I used this a couple weeks back during Cafe con Tarot on Sundays. Join me there where I do a Sunday morning message. And yeah, we're going to use that one and then the Crystal Visions Tarot for the message. So let's get started for Cancer's mid-month reading for November. What is the message for Cancers? My Cancer energies. Cancer, what is the message for you? Cancer, mid-month. Oh, there it is. Oh, 2. Ooh, Soul Star Chakra and healing. Look at how gorgeous that is. I love the colors. Soul Star Chakra. We're going to read that one, merging with the divine. And then this one we have healing. So healing energy for sure. So you're being asked to heal your soul. I'm curious about what that soul chakra is. Yeah, it could be some type of spiritual awakening that is happening or will happen. That's going to evoke an increased awareness with your healing process. So let's see. How are you starting this message? I'm doing a Celtic cross. My version of a Celtic cross. So let's see. How are you presenting to me right now? How are you presenting to me right now, Cancer? Oh, there we go. 4 of Wands. Ooh, 4 of Wands is usually some type of commitment. It could be love. It could be marriage. It could be a relationship. If you look very closely, there's definitely love in the air, or at least the desire for love. But again, it could also be commitments. It could just be a work partnership. That is just 4 is often a number in numerology about stability. So it could just be being stable enough with your resources that maybe you're opening yourself to love again. I don't know. Let's see. What is your crossing energy? Ooh, the Hermit. healing, going within. The Hermit energy is healing. It's Virgo energy. It's about self-care. It's about tapping into spirit. Like, look, they're by themselves. So this is your crossing energy. This is your crossing energy. What does that mean? That means it's something that is asking you to consider it. Like, are you going to go this way or that way? Are you going to heal or not heal? Right? This is your crossing energy. That's so funny. And I'm laughing because we started off with healing. All right. What energy are you tapping into right now? What energy are you tapping into right now? Right? So how you're presenting and what energy you're tapping into are 2 different things, right? Because the presenting energy could be just how you're feeling. I mean, both of them are how you're feeling because you're tapping into them. The difference is that one of them is like you could present as the King of Wands, but you might actually show up as the Knight of Wands. Does that make sense? Right? So what energy are you actually tapping into right now? What energy are you tapping into right now? Nope, that one didn't turn out, but wanted to tender. Oh, there we go. Page of Cups. Right? 4 of Wands is like wanting some type of commitment, wanting some, how you're presenting. But the energy that you're actually tapping into is the Page of Cups. So again, love, right? But it's new love. It's fresh. It's like the beginning. And again, Look at her. She's by herself in this one. She's looking down. She's meditating. And so there's definitely, you're on your own. You're definitely on your own right now. And you're wanting commitment, right? This is the energy that you're giving off, right? But you're still here. You're still here. You're still meditating, doing your self-care piece. You're taking care of you, right? You're nurturing your own cup. What energy is hidden? This could be energy that you're being encouraged to take. It could be energy that you haven't yet tapped into. Ooh, yeah, look. This is how it came out. Cancer and Ten of Swords. Again, healing. Cancer energy is you, right? It's you making a choice to heal. That's the hidden energy, meaning you haven't tapped into it. It's potential. It's the choice, right? It's your crossing energy, the Hermit, to gain wisdom from the healing that is you're being called to heal. You're being called to heal. I don't know how much more I can express that. You're being called to heal. It's a choice. You have the ability to do it. I mean, look at her. She's badass right there, right? She is taking those horses, the good and the light, the dark and the light within her. She is using that as energy, as like it's what's leading her into this hermit mode. It's leading her into wisdom. It's leading her into an inner knowing. It's leading her past this Ten of Swords energy to end a cycle, right? To fully bring that cycle, bring that shit to an end. Just bring that shit to an end. What are you walking away from, Cancer? What are you walking away from? And this could be too, like healing. You know, Cancer energy is supposed to be nurturing. It's supposed to be, meaning you may not be, you could be a Cancer and working towards that. You're working towards nurturing, which means you're working towards tapping into your heart, right? Everything has the duality, right? There's two sides. There's actually three. There's two sides to everything. There's the how you look at it, right? So this is definitely asking you to tap into your heart, to tap into the pain, to tap into what it is that you're blocking for yourself. But let's see. What are you walking away from? Healing is definitely a talk for you, Cancers. What are you walking away from? What are you walking away from? Oh, two cards. You're walking away from the Eight of Pentacles and strength. So yeah, there's this feeling of holding down the fort. There's this feeling of like a lot of work, a lot of focus on your work, which could be, again, why there's this wanting to present yourself as commitment with partnership, right? You're wanting to walk away from holding the strength energy. Again, it's often looked at as a really good card, right? Because you're using strength, you're using, you're tapping into Leo energy. It's, you know, a major arcana. But if you're walking away from it, you've probably been putting up a front. Look, it's even in front of her work. Like a protection, like using, like there's this guardedness. There's this feeling of guardedness, right? Like look at the lion in the strength card. Usually the strength card, she has her arm in the lion's mouth, and there's this element of taming the lion with the strength card, having the ability to tame the lion. But this one feels more guarded. This one feels like protecting. This one feels like I'm needing to protect what I'm doing, me by myself, right? There's just this element of protection with this. Now her hand isn't in its heart, it's like cradling it. So again, it's a different, this feels just the strength card, her hand is not in the mouth yet, meaning I have not yet tamed it fully. Right? And there's this like, I'm getting close to it, but there's still this guardedness, there's still this like feeling of like holding back from actually allowing her hand into the lion's mouth. But you're walking away from that, right? What are you walking towards? Cancer, what are you walking towards? Oh, two cards. Let's see. Nine of Wands, Page of Wands. You're walking towards this sense of like passion. Again, there's like this solitude element. There's this solitude of walking towards creating something for yourself that's driven out of your passion. There's also this Page of Wand energy. So even this progression from 9 to the Page of being more sure of yourself with the passion and the creativity, the work that you're creating for yourself, that the reignition of the fire within you, right? So look at that, this progression from 9 of Wands to the Page of Wands is this self-confidence, this self-assurance of being on your own. And again, and like, it's not dismissive of a partnership if that is what you're wanting, but it's what you bring to that partnership too, right? Like the healing aspect, it's now, you don't have to do all of this on your own, right? People heal in community, people heal with other people heal with their partners, right? And that makes that reunion and that relationship stronger. But also, like, you could heal with someone and it not be a good fit, right? And sometimes if you heal with someone, maybe that other person isn't doing the same amount of healing work. And so what ends up happening is you start going in different ways, right? And so again, but it's asking you to tap into the feminine aspect of your passions, of feeling confident and secure and comfortable at the same time. Like, look at the change of clothing in this. 9 of Wands and the Page of Wands, right? There's, again, the 9 of Wands, there's this like warrior type of outfit that she's wearing. But then once she gets to the Page of Energy, she's more relaxed, dude. She's in jeans and she's freaking blowing her flute. She's making music in her jeans. Está descalza. She doesn't have shoes on. She took off her boots. She's more relaxed. She's more confident with herself and what she's created with her passions, right? Yeah. Oh my God. What's the situation? What's the environment for you? Cancer. What's your environment right now? What's the sitch around you? What's going on? What's going on for you, Cancers? Mid-month, November. What's going on for you? What's the sitch? What's the situation for you? Cancers. Oh, there it is. The Star. Healing. Wherever you look, it's going to show up. It's a choice. Damn, it's loud in here. Something's loud in here. Oh, God. What are your hopes, Cancer? What are your hopes? That one almost flipped over, but it didn't. What are your hopes? Can't help it. Cancer energies. What are your hopes? Oh my God, this is too much. This is funny. Cancer. Hopes. There it is. Hopes, justice, fairness, balance, emotional balance, right? But not just emotional balance, it's just balance all around in life, right? This is Libra energy. Maybe you're headed towards a Libra. Maybe your hope is that someone is showing you how to do this. It could also be, I mean, look, it's like she's following the path, the water path, right? When you go hiking, if you ever get lost, you look for the stream of water, right? And it tells you what direction to go towards. Usually things are built around water. And so again, and like, there's almost, again, this feeling of like being able to look, right? To have trust in the path. Her eyes are closed in this. It's like she's tapping into her intuition, into her heart, knowing what is stable, what is not stable, what is balanced, what is not balanced, what is for her and what is not for her. She has, her feet are grounded. She knows that she's going to cross something, and she has the sword of truth right there, right? Like shining the way, guiding her. There's this feeling of just knowing, right? What are the fears? The fears. 6 of Cups. The fears could be, look at this, just look at this for a minute. There could be a child involved. You're leading a child. You are a Six of Cups energy is often reminiscence. It's reflection. It's like going back into the past. What's that word? It's not reminiscence. You're reminiscing on the past. Maybe it is. I thought it was another R word. It's oftentimes considered soulmate energy. It's oftentimes considered someone from the past coming. But in this particular case, it's like it's also. I've also felt maturity with the Six of Cup energy, because there's usually in the traditional one, there's someone giving a cup to a younger child. I've seen another one where it's like this maturing of a younger into an older. This one also gives an illusion of like leading the little girl into the path that they need to go on, right? So there's also this feeling of gifting something to the little one. So it could also be this element of like, I have to tap in, or even tapping in, not necessarily gifting, but look, the little girl is giving. In this particular case, it almost feels like the little girl is giving the cup to the older lady, like the older woman. She's not older, but you know, the grown-up one. The little girl, like, let me zoom in. The little girl is gifting the cup. And if you look at the lady's hands, like, it's like she's touching it, but not really accepting it. So it's almost like the reverse. Like the little girl is like, here, like, let's go together, right? I mean, how you interpret it. It just feels like, oh, I don't know if I really want to tap into the healing aspect, the inner child, right? And again, because it's in the fear position, that's why I'm wording it that way. Because it could be that you're afraid to tap into the inner child. It could be afraid to give yourself permission to maybe tap in to the desires of your heart, right? Look, this little girl has all of these lotus, like, it's like that's her space, that's her world. She has all of these lotus flowers. She has all of these beliefs, these dreams. And she's like, here, tap into your dreams, because remember, you're headed towards the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands, right? Being able to bring your dreams into fruition, being able to feel confident and secure in what you've created, right? And or are creating. And so the fear could be of tapping into that innocent child and like the dreaming energy. It could be the fear of tapping into the inner child of the healing work that has to come to get that reignition, that light within you again. What's the outcome for my Cancers? What's the outcome? Ooh, fuck. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. Whew. The Wheel of Fortune is the outcome, right? The Wheel of Fortune. It could be like the end of a cycle. It could be a choice, like literally like the Wheel of Fortune, where you're like, you know, remember that wheel? This God, I'm gonna date myself. Who remembers The Price is Right? Is that show even still on? Where that big ass wheel that you had to like pull the lever and then it started turning. Like, you know, what's it gonna be, right? What's it gonna be? The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. It's a choice, right? To go through a portal. It's a choice to end a cycle, right? It's a choice to do this healing work. All right. 3 cards of advice. 3 cards of advice for my Cancers. Oh my God. 3 cards of advice. Cancer. Oh, 1, 4 swords. Oh my God, look at this. Healing advice. Healing, go within, right? Make the time, make the space. Oh my God, that's the advice. 2 more, please, Cancers. 2 more. What was that? Wait. The Lovers. Also a choice card. Also a choice. But look, it's also the masculine and feminine within. It's healing that within you, right? It could also be asking for help. It could also be like, hey, you know, you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone. There's comfort. There's comfort, right? Yeah, you don't have to do this alone, Cancer. One more. Advice for Cancers. One more. Advice for Cancers. There's a lot of major arcanas in this too. Like there is a nudge from the universe for sure. Wheel of Fortune, Justice, the Star, the Chariot, the Lovers, the Hermit, Strength. Like, can it go on? Yeah. Eight of Swords. The advice is to step away from feeling like you can't do it. Step away from feeling like you're bound. Like the Eight of Swords energy, this one, it's like it feels more real to her because the sword energy are the ideas. The crows are like the ideas, right? Our perception of things, our beliefs, right? That are binding us, that feel like it's holding us back. In the traditional Eight of Swords, she's actually, she has a blindfold, and there's this fear of like she can step out of what's holding her back. So it's an illusion, right? So the advice is that what you feel is holding you back is just an illusion. And so to really step into that healing energy. Let's read these two cards. The Soul Chakra, Soul Star Chakra, which is 10, and the healing one. All right, merging with the divine. So we'll do this one first, okay? Transcendence, letting go, being filled with divine light, channeling, karmic records, the bridge between the spiritual and the physical realms, ascension. This image captures the merging of time beyond space and kaleidoscope wisdom that penetrates our being. We have lived in many worlds, all interconnected. They uphold the lessons they carry as messages of transformation. Their synergy creates the expansion of the universe. Gaze into the place where the light between our stardust can become anything. And collective evolution is part of a grander story. When we simply let go, we become all that we have been seeking and glimpse the greater dream. Restore. Remember that you are an infinite being with the ability to expand your awareness beyond space and time. Consider the paradigms outside the physical reality that may be unfathomable until we raise our vibration and can think outside the mind. Meditate on the idea that everything that ever was and ever will be is happening simultaneously right now across multiple dimensions. Let's look at the healing card. So it's asking you to let go, right? And embrace this healing path for sure. Let's do 30. Healing, energy, rebalance, energetic awareness, healing yourself and others, exploring healing modalities, Reiki, the chakra system, your unique and innate ability to heal, color vibration, soul sovereignty, auras, and the meridian system, aligning to the highest good and optimal health. Let me read the divinatory meaning of this. Extend the margins of your awareness. Revisit the situation in question from a broader perspective or higher vibration, with a focus on healing. This will help you decipher what is real, possible ways forward, and whether an issue is really a problem at all. This card can also signify the universal push that inspires you to explore your healing abilities in whatever way that looks to you. Look at that. Healing. Healing. That's the song for today that keeps repeating for you, my dear Cancers. So hit the like button if something made sense, if this helped at all. Subscribe, share the content if you think this will be helpful for somebody else. Make sure you let me know in the comment section what healing modality you're considering, right? Or what has worked for you that it might help somebody else. And so and don't forget to join me on Sundays for Café con Tarot. My name is Yubi, and I'm your astro-friendly Ladina therapist, and thanks for joining me. Until next time.